Hello, hello. My name is Jordyn and I'm your host. And today we are joined by a special guest. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, you can.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Vasundhara and Jordyn, a 17-year-old from Chandigarh, India. I'm the founder of organization Inspire Dose, which aims at spreading awareness about various mental health issues and spirituality. I have keen interest in writing, dancing, oratory, reading, and painting.
Awesome. I see that you got a whole bunch of hobbies that you got going on. I love to see it. So today we're going to be talking about spirituality versus religion, and then we'll be going on to discuss how spirituality benefits your mental health and your physical health. And lastly, we'll be talking about what ways you can practice spirituality if you are interested in doing so. But first, we're going to start with our rose, thorn, bud. And for our listeners who don't know, a rose is a highlight, success, small win, or something positive that happened today or within the last week. A thorn is a challenge you experience or something you could use more support with. And lastly, a bud are some new ideas that have blossomed or something that you're looking forward to or knowing more about or experiencing. So, if you want to go ahead, you can go ahead and do your rose, thorn, bud, and then I'll go.
Okay, it is so interesting to do this. I love the idea. So for the rose, I would say that although there is something positive in every day, but one major positive event that took place in my life was getting selected as Ashoka Young Changemakers 2022. That was a major positive achievement that I had this week, and I'm really grateful for it. For the thorn, I would say that I suffered a burnout this week. It was so much from the academic side and my personal life side that it was really difficult to manage everything out. And I just reached out to a saturation point, and life was getting so monotonous. And yes, I can call it that I faced a burnout this week. And for the bud, I would say that we recently developed a new idea of providing free counseling services to people who actually can't afford paid therapy sessions. So that was a new idea, and I recently learned that one of my friend went for bungee jumping, and it actually made me curious, and I also want to try that.
Oh, cool. That is really cool. And I'm glad about your achievement, and sorry that you suffered burnout. I know burnout sucks. Absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
So that being said, I can go ahead and do my rose, thorn, bud. A rose this week would probably be, let me think. A rose would probably be just learning to balance my free time with things that I actually want to do. I know that everybody knows that I've been in a hotel for the past month and a half, so it's been really boring, but I've been learning to invest my time in the things that I really want to do, such as art and video games and self-care and things like that, instead of just completely being bored. So that's been a rose. Thorn has been the fact that one of my internships is coming to an end, and I really love that internship, but everything has to come to an end with time. And a bud would probably be just looking forward to the different sort of art projects that I can create, knowing that I have been investing my time in art. So yeah, I'm super looking forward to it.
Amazing. I love that you love art.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna just jump into the topic at hand, which is spirituality versus religion. And some people often confuse spirituality and religion by saying it's the same thing, but they're definitely two different separate things, and we want to spread awareness about how spirituality and religion are very different. Do you want to go ahead and start by explaining how they're different?
Yes, so I also see that in society, religion and spirituality are often mixed up. But if we go by definition, so religion is something that is actually personal or institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practices. It's basically the service and worship of God or the supernatural. It is there are major guidelines and rules that are there that a person follows. So you can say that it is more strict and communalized. We can call it more organized, oriented towards a figure and what they did, as well as having a faith in something or someone. This is basically the concept of religion that is there in the society. Whereas if I talk about spirituality, so it is something like you are seeking, expressing, and finding meaning and purpose through connectedness to others, nature, or even themselves. It is basically you connect yourself through a higher power. And just like religion, which is basically a set of guidelines and rules, spirituality is totally opposite. It is actually free flowing. You don't have any particular set of rules and guidelines there. It's basically a different means that one can use to find yourself, to find the real meaning of life that is being given to you. So it's basically a kind of a personal journey. Whereas religion, we can say it's basically at a community level, we can call, but spirituality is something that is at a personal level.
Yeah. So definitely want to just set the two aside. Religion is more strict, as they said, and spirituality is very free-flowing. I myself am a very spiritual person, and I'm not a very religious person, so I can relate to this topic a lot. So yeah, we can go ahead and get into why spirituality benefits your mental health and physical health, which basically mental health, it can help you grow holistically, and it can help you develop strength and hope and create values such as kindness and compassion, and it can help you grow into a better person, help you reduce stress and anxiety through coping strategies, and help bring harmony to your life. And I know that basically is just a whole bunch of positives, and spirituality really can bring a lot of positives to your lives. When you have all of these different strategies, which we'll be talking about later in the episode, it can definitely bring a lot of positives, and it can help you grow as a person and definitely help you develop in that area. And it can definitely help enhance self-confidence and self-image, help you be more connected and open, and helps with self-reflection. And if you want to go ahead and talk about the physical health aspect of it all, you can.
So as you said that physical and mental health are interconnected, I absolutely agree with that point. If you're mentally fit, then your physical health will definitely be at, really great. So I would say that it actually helps you relax yourself. All your stress and tension you are having, they just get released, and your body feels relaxed and at peace. Also, researchers have shown some actual physical effects that spirituality have, which actually includes reducing blood pressure, increasing your immunity, and improving your metabolism. So these are basically the scientific benefits you can have. Science has proven it that spirituality actually helps you get your blood pressure reduced and immunity increased and improved metabolism.
Yeah, so have you seen any improvements of mental health or your physical health in regards to spirituality?
I would definitely say, during the lockdown when, everyone was into stress, I would say, I know people have actually enjoyed that phase as well, but not everyone actually did it. So at that point, I usually was very stressed, and, that spirituality actually gave me, the practicing spirituality helped me be mentally fit. And obviously, if you're mentally fit, you will be physically fit at this age, So, I could say that during the lockdown, spirituality really helped me to keep myself fit.
Is that the first time you discovered spirituality, or did you have previous experience with spirituality?
No, actually, my family background is quite spiritual as well as religious, I would say. But yeah, I was connected towards spirituality from childhood. But the effects, the positive effects that I can actually say that yes, spirituality helped me, that was during the lockdown that I actually realized that yes, spirituality can have a really great effect on you.
Awesome. I definitely would say that during the lockdown, I also discovered more spiritual means. I never really was that spiritual when it came to like before the lockdown and everything like that. But discovering that spirituality really helped with, especially when just feeling those feelings of isolation and feeling sad and feeling alone and things like that. Spirituality definitely helped me cope with the certain situations, especially during such a awful time such as the pandemic and the lockdown and everything like that.
Yeah, I would completely agree. Like, I was into anxiety during the phase of lockdown, and I would say that I survived just because of spirituality.
That's good. I'm glad. So that being said, how can we really practice spirituality?
There are various ways of practicing spirituality, and there is no forcefulness that you actually have to practice this only. It depends person to person. But few of the examples I would like to give is meditation, journaling, walking in nature, listening to soothing music, reading spiritual books, mindfulness, and breathing techniques. These are few of the examples, and personally speaking, I had been following journaling, meditation, and reading spiritual books.
Awesome. I definitely want to say that journaling is something that I came to love after hating it for a while. I never was the person that would be able to write down all my feelings, but journaling definitely helped me evolve in a way, because I knew that journaling doesn't have to be completely just writing all my feelings down all the time. It could be just writing what the positive things, writing any positives that happened today, or writing some things that you're grateful for, or writing anything that basically helps you cope. And it doesn't have to be just simply writing about your day or writing about how you're feeling. It can be so much more than that. How do you personally journal?
Yes, I had discovered like there are various types of journals. Like there can be self-care journal, there can be gratitude journal, and the people think that journaling is just writing about what happened in the day, and that set of norms that the society has set up. But journaling is actually more than that. I actually use journaling as writing down all the goals and the things I want to achieve, and they're written up there, as well as all the habits I want to change. And it's kind of everything that I want in my life goes there. So it's basically a person's inner self that comes out in the journal, and a person actually feels lighter when like you feel lighter when you talk to a friend, and when you tell people what actually is going on in our head. So it goes same in the journaling. Like you feel lighter that yes, you have told someone that what's actually going on.
Yeah, I feel like journaling can definitely make your notebook like your best friend. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as meditation goes, I also really love meditation. It really helps you clear your mind and helps you settle down, rethink on, well, I wouldn't say rethink, because meditation is about clearing your mind, but it helps you with self-reflection, and it helps you just release all those sort of stressors. I know that for me personally, when I meditate, I notice like all of this tenseness in my body, and I try to de-stress that tenseness. And yeah, that's pretty much how meditation benefits me. How does it benefit you?
Yes, the point that everything is released, all the stress and tension, I can actually feel it physically, that my nerves are getting calmed down when I meditate. And it is so you feel such harmony and peace at your heart that you actually feel that although the life, if you're facing a bad day and at night you just meditate, you feel that yes, life is bad, but it can be good even. Like you get optimism kind of after doing meditation.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as walking in nature, I believe that me personally, I don't walk in nature a lot. I stay inside for the most part, but I need to start walking in nature more, because I feel like when I walk in nature, it makes me feel like more connected with the earth, more connected with myself, and it helps ground myself. I remember this memory of walking on the beach and listening to music on my headphones, and just, walking and just enjoying life and just enjoying where I'm at. And that's really why walking in nature can be beneficial for sure.
Yes, absolutely. We are getting so busy in our lives that we actually forget about it. And, but I would say that in such a busy life, it is really important, to take at least 15 minutes out to just walk out in the park. It really helps.
Absolutely. And that's about all that, well, except for mindfulness and breathing techniques, I definitely can relate to those as well. But yeah, those are just some examples of how you can practice spirituality on a daily basis. And yeah, if you ever have any other ideas, feel free to completely just try and lean on those techniques. And that being said, we can go ahead and close out this episode. Forever Blooming has a website, foreverbloomspod.org, if you want to check that out. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, all at foreverblooming.org, plus Twitter at foreverbloom.org. And where can we find you at?
You can visit our website, inspiredosindia.com, and you can also find us on Instagram, or you can mail us at inspiredosindia@gmail.com.
Awesome. And the research for this episode is on Forever Blooming's website in the podcast section. Our podcast guest form, if you want to be a podcast guest as well, is in our podcast section. And you can also fill out our audience spotlight form, where you can ask us advice to be featured in one of our episodes. Our email is management@foreverbloomspod.org. Let us know your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, and how we can improve the podcast, because we love hearing from you. Be sure to check out fborg.card.co with 2 R's for all of our easy, accessible links. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate us on Spotify, and share with your friends if you enjoyed this episode. And have a great day, afternoon, or night whenever you're listening to this. Thanks for tuning in.